Hey guys, this is Firestrike coming back with you. Another episode of Gold Rush. Back here in hard mode save yet again. Alright, so this is where I left off last time. I have not done any off-stream work. I was going to, but I did not. So let's get back down into the cut here. And get back to mining right off the bat. I did not make my cleanup in time at the end of the day, so I'm going to have to wait again to get what gold I've got sitting there smelted. See what the claim owner is going to take, but that's not a big deal. We got plenty of money right now. Alright, so now let's get these squares lit up here. Gonna go ahead and light them all up, and I'm gonna try to dig in tonight. Tonight's not gonna be an exceptionally long stream. I do have to work in the morning, so it's just a little bit after 9 right now. So it'll probably be about an hour and a half stream. Probably cut it at about 10:30 tonight. So, we can get some good mining done for sure in that time frame. That'll probably actually take us in a winter at that point. So, that'll be good. So this is somewhat easy digging right here. Not horrible to deal with, so I do love this multiple squares being able to be targeted at one time and highlighted. Hold on just a second, folks. Got some notifications popping up on Discord. See what's going on. Looks like 3 of us decided to go live at the same time from my Discord page. Not my Discord page, it's the Discord I'm part of. I don't have my own Discord page. I'm part of Gaming with Wayne, one of his admins over there. And speaking of Gaming with Wayne, if you have not checked him out over here on Twitch, please do so. He's on his road to affiliate, just like myself. He's got his followers. He's got his hours streamed in. He just needs his average viewership up per stream now. So I don't mind go there and check out his page. Follow him so you'll know when he's on and help him out. The same thing is with my other admin over there, Gaming with Raider. All cool dudes. Raider is also trying to work towards his affiliate as well. So we're all gamers, we're all streamers here. Help each other out, guys. Be nice to each other. We're all one big community, whether we realize it or not. Those two will probably pop in, or at least Wayne probably will, throughout the stream. Unless he's watching somebody else tonight, I don't know. If this temperature stays in this cold for very long, I'm going to get froze out here, folks. And that cannot happen just yet. I need another, I would like to see another 2 full days of mining before I get froze out in this claim. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens, aren't we? Still takes up 43%. That would get us through the rest of the year. And I'm not filling it up as this dump truck is still leased right now. And it will be returned here very shortly, so no reason to keep her filled up. I mean, if I was to get froze out, I'd not have the money to run or to keep my workers through the rest of the year till I hit permafrost. There's just some other things I would like to be able to do at the end of the year that I wouldn't be able to do as of this moment. That's why I want another day or two of mining. I would like to see another day or two of mining, put it that way. But if I don't get it, that's just the way the game is. Nothing I can do about it other than bringing in the bulldozer, which, after thinking about it the other day, is not really an option. Unless I just go back to just running the bulldozer and the front end loader. And I'm not particularly wanting to do that. If I'd have the third equipment spot on the claim, I could bring it in and swap out the front end loader for it and run it with the excavator and the rock truck, but without having that third spot, it's just kind of pointless. I feel like I'd be swapping equipment in and out too much. I'm just going to go ahead and work both these squares out at once right here. Because once I get back here in this back corner that I'm in, it's going to be some interesting digging. If you watched the last stream, you could tell where the dirt was pixelating. You could see through it. There's a big, as Jack Hoffman would call, there's a plunge pool back there, glory hole for Jack Hoffman, plunge pool for the Dakota boys. Get it right. There's a lot of hole back there in the bedrock. It's going to mess with my digging a little bit, I feel. Worst case, I'll just end up putting an excavator on the bottom and dig it out from the bottom if I have to. It's not my full scoop, so I will. These are longer scoops right now, by the way I'm digging, but I'm kind of limited. I could probably get the dump truck back up the hill right there, but there you go. I'll do that I'm not really under horrible time crunch. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Alright, let's go do the move I like to call a generator shuffle right here. Fill up, it's full. Or the dump truck is empty, should I say. I think it's not full, but what? Let's see if I can get this thing up this hill. Come on, Bertha. Best angles to be working right there. Not horrible digging right here, just kind of, the angles are kind of different, but it is what it is. If I back the excavator up, honestly. Oh, I didn't think about that in the first place. I'm a rookie. Rookie. Alright, we'll get the plant turned on this go around and get to washing some dirt. But I'm going to go through the wash plant and make sure everything's been reset. Pretty sure it has been. I just want to double check. Done a lot of game playing in a lot of different games since my last stream on here, so I just want to give everything a quick once over. There have been times before I've left sets of mats out for a good portion of the runs. This water. I'm not getting any water in from the creek right now. It's froze over. It's at 23 degrees. So I'll definitely have to turn the water pump back on. Alright, pretty much right now is just a hurry up and wait game. I'll give me a nice drink of Pepsi right there. Pop over to Discord, check my messages on there. Alright, let's go empty out of the dump truck into the hopper here. Like I said, I probably will end up firing the second mechanic I've got. There's no reason for me to pay two of them through all those days of winter without running in equipment. I think if I remember correctly, it's about $1,800 a day that'll save right there. So, because I won't be able to take the buttons out of this, so I'll lose all of these buttons. I don't think you can. No. That's one thing I wish that would get fixed. It's the fact you can take these out. So, yeah, none of those will come out. I wish you could take them out for wintertime for storage, because I'm not paying $1,500 to ship it, or $3,000, whatever it is, to ship that thing to storage for the winter. I'll just buy 10 new buttons for it on the permafrost day when they're the cheapest. Hopper is empty, so I'll turn it off. Don't need it running. Yeah, so I'll be buying 10 buttons for this. 2 more buckets for the bucket line. I think I'm good with the D-rocker because I've got a spare set right here. That hoses up to 73%. That was just down to 11. I've had a lot of other parts mechanics have been working on, so it should get worked on at some point. In fact, the D-rocker parts are expensive for the higher level stuff. I can't get the thing to work. Oh. I don't know. Let's try again. There it goes. Oh. Well. That's not good news. Alright, so on that little note, I'm gonna start getting rid of some of these other parts. Got less durability, so that way, I mean, the one, I've got two mechanics. The thing's sitting at 1%. One of them should be freaking repairing it. Instead of working on the buttons. She might be working on that one right now. I'll have to wait and see if he follows me with this button. Yeah, he's working on this button. So hopefully by getting rid of this button, that'll cycle him out. And put that mechanic on a different part. Hopefully, the D-Rocker. Hopefully. Just have to wait and see. And I'll probably end up buying 2 of the reinforced duplex jigs. The pumps. I'm just going to have to go through my inventory and see what all I've got of everything. So if I buy 2 of the reinforced, got 4 of the regular ones down there. That should be enough stock to keep it running, I would think. It's hard to see what's turn on what's on it. That will usually help a lot. Just a second, folks. Okay. These teeth on this excavator have been taking a pound in back here, that's for sure. Knock on wood, but I don't know. Nope, not even gonna say it. Never mind. Nope, I'll stop it before it comes out of my mouth. Bad thoughts. Because of my luck, I would say it, and then I'd get jinxed about it. So, water hose have been broken by the freeze. Well, that is something new. And you got my luck, I probably do not have another water hose to replace that one offhand. Probably end up being one of the big giant blue hoses that I won't have any spares for. Sweet. That worker is on the D-rocker. That's good. Oh, crap. Let's get this thing emptied in there first. Shut her off. Let's turn the conveyor off while I go track down this water hose. Okay, that one is okay. It's okay. So, which hose is that is broken, I wonder? So I've got extra red hoses if it's one of them. Yep, right here it is. Yep. It's the hose feeding. That's what it was. It's where it's turned on down here with back pressure onto it, I guess. So, what I'll do now is turn off and turn off. It's going to make this more interesting. To remember to turn the water back on. Nice little feature there. Kind of makes you realize what you're doing there. Alright, that water hose is fixed. Now, let's go and take this to the scrap bin. I'm going to sit here and wait for that to empty out. That's good. That timed out just perfectly right there. So note to self, do not leave the water running when there's nothing hooked to it. Or when the machines are not turned on after it. I think I read that at one point. Just hadn't caught me up yet, so I hadn't really worried about it too much. And if there's any hose I'd pick to break, I'd pick one of those red hoses right there, so that's fine. I knew I had spare any laying around. Alright, now let's work on getting this mound cut out of here. Wrong button. Fat fingered the key. Or rather fat fingered, I just missed my key placement on the keyboard. just hoping that everything here does not decide to freeze all of a sudden, ground-wise. Snowstorm would quit. Temperature would kick back up into the 40s preferably. So I'm also waiting for my workers to get sick because of the cold. It's been a while since that's happened to me as well, so well, I'm sure why not throw it in the mix as well. I'll have to get that excavator refilled before the next wash plant's set. Should be able to load the next dump truck load out of it. And hopefully the deep rocker will stay together for me as well, if I don't blow that pipe out. And the other pipe will give me a little bit of run time, but not much. Not be enough to get me through the season, but back in right here this time. That way I can get that corner out. Excavator. Hate when the bucket gets stuck like that on bedrock. I almost have the feeling of, well, there's nothing I can do here but play with it and try to get her out. Position here. Hate doing this middle dig, but I don't know. Slows you down a little bit. But I got material that I already got to get done. Pretty much the mantra right now is if you can reach it, let's go in the wash plant. That needs to be your theory if you ever decide to do hard mode. At least until you get off Old Arnold. Just any dirt that you can mine in Old Arnold, put her through the wash plant. Does not really matter the pay level on it. I mean, there are some richer spots here on OA, but for the vast majority of the claim, it's roughly this pretty steady and consistent on ratio. A lot of, I mean, if you can drill it early, certainly save the better drill marks for when you do have a tier 4 setup, tier 5 setup, if you can get to that. Don't run your best gold through your tier 2 by any means. Honestly, I would run my worst through tier 2. But me personally, I hate and despise tier 2. I realize that's part of the game. It is, but it kills my soul to do a tier 2 setup. Now, if they could optimize it, I know a lot of people have asked for an option for the hog pan at the end of the tier 2. And that might be a little better because you begin a little bit more of a finer gold recovery at that point. Not really realistic, but neither is having hog pans on the tier 4, tier 5 setup. So only time I've ever seen hog pan setup is on the Hoffman's first wash plant they had. And I'd actually forgotten about it until I went back and watched some of the old episodes. Alright, this snowstorm has to quit soon. Alright, we're getting close to a plant swap out here as well. There's something broke down there. Wonder what that is. Check it out as I'm doing the mat swap here in a few minutes. It looks like it's something to do on the nuggetator. I think I threw that broke part away. I'm not for sure. Might have just set it down there. One of the pipes on the nuggetator, or the hoses on the nuggetator did break. The last stream, the stream before, I can't remember. It's one of the two. Something's broke on the duplex down there. I'll let all this stuff switch out. It's not the motor, because the buckets are still filling up, so that's a good sign. Blowing the pumps. Alright, let's go inspect the breakdowns. Oh no, it's a water hose. Eee. Yep, pump broke. Alright, take that one off. Let's go find one of these that's not so bad. That's 7. 21. That'll probably end up being my option. Come on. 21 and 73. I'm gonna go to 21. question is going to be, do I have another small water hose? I'll go on in here in the supply shed and see if I've got one in there. I might have one over in the hog pan area, I'm not for sure. Got another red hose in here. Some excavator teeth right there, a drill bit, truck tires. I'm starting to run through all my spare parts. It's 100. Yeah, 100, that's good. Alright, all those are fixed. Got one battery right there. Well, and I don't need it right in this second. I'm not gonna always make do, but it's like over here, I like having everything with their own dedicated. Oh, and looky there. Got lucky. I just like everything having their own dedicated water hose and power cord. So this probably broke, and the other hose broke as well. That's alright. All fixed. Back in service now. I'm still enjoying the new color of all these mats. Just hopefully they get that little texture issue right there fixed. If you're gonna have blue, keep blue. Get the textures fixed where they're going in the holders. Alright, since that one blue, let's check this out. It's at 8, 3, and 4. Wonderful. So, this whole thing is just, all the parts are wearing out. They say, hey dude, boss, it's winter time, we're ready for a break, we've worked hard. It's getting cold. Let us be done for the year, please. Haven't you got enough gold yet? No. No, we have not. Hopefully, Hey Dalton, how's it going there? Didn't see you pop in the chat there, sorry about that. That's good. You play Gold Rush yourself? Alright, got everything switched over here. And let's get back to running. Are you looking forward on console? So hopefully they will stick to their fourth quarter prediction and get it ported over on time. Okay, Xbox. Hopefully, I'm hoping for everybody on console that's been waiting that doesn't have the gaming PCs to handle this game. I truly hope that the consoles can handle the performance of it, because it takes a beefy computer, that is for sure. I started playing it, I think it was released in October, and then I started playing it the following January, and I've been playing it since. I've got over 1,000 hours into the game up to date. Did come out with the top 10 in Season 3 of leaderboards. You'll see my skin here in a few minutes. Well, thank you there, Dalton. Yeah, like I said, I got many hours in the game. It fits good with me. I enjoy it. I've got a good computer to play it. Come on now. Get into the cut here. You can see the vast majority of all the dirt here on this claim is almost gone. Trying to save up to get to the next claim here. This is hard mode, so the gold is not the same ratio as it is on the other saves. So here's give you a little overview of the skin from Season 3 leaderboards. And then Parker's big mug on the back of the excavator there. You're the what? So that's what I'm digging into right now. I'm working towards that so-called plunge pool or glory hole back in there, is depending on whether you ask Jack Hoffman or the Cutter Boys what they're going to call it. Yeah, I'm currently doing Gold Rush and Farm Sim 19 off the PC, Dalton. If you're interested in any other stuff I do, been playing around with NASCAR Heat 3, but it's streamed only to Twitch right now. I'll be doing a full series on it over on Twitch once Heat 4 comes out next week. But I'll still be bringing out Gold Rush and Farm Sim content as well. The water should be thawed by now. And at the point of the season right now, Dalton, that everything's starting to break down on me. I'm getting close to winter. This will be my last day of fall mining right here. So jump out here and getting this conveyor system running. Just about ready to reposition the excavator again and dump truck here. Hold on for a second. Yeah, Morpheus just went live. Okay, you're back. I didn't know I lost you, so. No, what I was saying, I guess while you were gone, was I do the Gold Rush, I do this hard mode save, then I do Farm Sim 19 on PC. Both of my PC games right now are streamed both to YouTube and Twitch. If you go to Twitch, come on over and check me out, because I'm going to be doing NASCAR Heat 4 over there as well when it's released next week. If you don't care there, brother, hit me up, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube if you didn't mind, and like the video and everything. Click that bell, that way you get the notifications when I do streams. Hey Tyler, thanks for coming in and joining. Yeah, I'm just about done with OA here. Ooh, I need to fuel up the excavator too here real soon. Again, this is hard mode. I've put many hours in this game, as you can tell, and just in this save alone. Trying to get enough money and gold saved up to lease Rivertown. I'd rather lease Pine Valley, but by the way I played with loans and everything, I blew through too much of my capital. repaying loan interest to get a wash plant to the stage that it is right now. Because I do have the D-rocker and the Tier 4 trommel. And that was completely worth a scoop of dirt right there, because there was nothing in it. So I'm just ready to be off of Old Arnold here. Hey, be nice there, Dalton. There's plenty of room in chat for everybody. Alright, since I wasn't paying attention to my fuel like I should have. Ooh. Let's get this trailer out there and get the excavator refilled. So I've got some dirt left to mine right here in this road. I'm going to come back in for next season. And a little bit left over here. I figure probably 5 days in the spring and I'll have pretty much all this done. Ain't nothing to be sorry about, just play nice with everybody, bub. That's the only thing I ask. There's always be plenty of room. Chat for everybody. We're all gamers. Yeah, we have to be supportive of each other. So I'll go ahead and finish filling it up. My excavator and my dump truck are both leased right now. No, I do not have Snapchat, Dalton. No offense, I'm not a 13-year-old teenage girl, so that's who I feel. It's just my personal opinion. That's who Snapchat was designed for, was the teenage girl, and I will not have it. Unhook that. Oh. The useless stairs to nowhere right there. Alright, dump truck is full, so let's go ahead and take it on back to the wash plant. I am 29, Dalton. If you guys do have Twitch and wouldn't mind heading over there as well and giving me a follow, that would be superb. So I am working on my road to affiliate on Twitch, and that just means that once you get affiliate over there, if you're unfamiliar with it, you can receive donations and tips on Twitch. I got a bell of some kind. Hold on here, folks. Okay. Awesome, Tyler. Appreciate it. I went ahead and I wasn't on Twitch until after I already started streaming myself. I've got a feeling that the mood and the community around YouTube is going away, honestly, for a lot of streamers. They're starting to handicap a lot of the smaller guys on there, and especially some of my buddies that's on Discord with me. Some of them don't have the best PCs and internet, so YouTube took away the option of streaming from your phone until you get 1,000 subscribers. Well, that'll take forever for a small channel to get to. Just somebody doing it for the fun of gaming and showing his content to other people. So he in particular went over to Twitch, because Twitch, you can use your phone as soon as you sign up to stream from. So if you would ever be interested in it, Twitch is easy to sign up on. No, the only thing that YouTube still has on Twitch is the fact that if you're not Twitch Prime, then your videos get deleted after 14 days. So it's not the massive library over there that YouTube has. Now, if you're Twitch Prime, you've got your videos will last for 60 days, I believe. It's either 60 or 90. I appreciate it, Don, but I don't have anything other than sending tips through the Stream Elements straight to my PayPal. I'm not to that stage yet on YouTube or Twitch, but I appreciate it. So, Tyler, you said you play Gold Rush as well? Just hoping that all my almost broken down parts on the wash plant will keep running here for just a few more days. I know you said you wanted to, Dalton. I thought Tyler mentioned earlier something about his wash plant as well, so I was thinking he was playing as well. Well, thank you. I will take that as a compliment there, Tyler. That's Split was the first one that I started watching of as a Gold Rush streamer. I'm actually still part of his Discord community as well. I don't chat much. His community has gotten quite large here lately, that's what he was wanting. So power to him. He has accomplished his goals. You play an old version of the game? Is it just because your PC can't handle the new updates, or just haven't done it yet? But on the digging the clean lines, once you get over 1,000 hours, and if you haven't figured out how to dig in a good rhythm, you're not playing the game right. Alright, we'll get turn the wash plant on right here. Hopefully she'll hold together for me. Got a couple parts that are on the verge of breaking down. Alright, we'll go over and get some more water coming into the water tower. It's being kind of low. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my duplex jigs down here. Got a couple of pumps are almost up. Yeah, if you don't have a beefy computer, yeah, the no video card is your killer right there. I've got a 1080 Ti in my computer, so that's why even with the wash plant set up and as much dirt I got other claims I've got and the streaming right now, that's why I'm still keeping around the 60 to 70 frame mark on average. And that my dump truck is full there, bub. But without, I've only got 2 mechanics working on the claim right now, so without running about 5 mechanics on hard mode, you're really not going to gain anything by keeping the wash plant running. You're going to run into a whole lot more breakdowns by keeping everything running and just trucking a load of dirt here and there. So that's why I did a 3 set. Because the D-rocker will hold 1 dump truck load, the hopper will hold 1 dump truck load, and then of course your dump truck. And it's around 5 to 5.5 dump truck loads will do a set of mats. That'll get you to 100%. So this is the system I use, and it works for me right now. Like I said, I've got no loan right now. The only thing, I'm out just over a little bit over $10,000 a day in worker salaries, and a little bit over $8,000 a day in leasing fees, as I'm leasing the dump truck and excavator still. And I will lose some of that 141 ounces to royalty payments at the end of the day, because my last cleanup I was still doing a cleanup at midnight, so I'm going to lose a little bit of that. Alright, the hopper is empty, so it'll get turned off. Hoping that this pier gets repaired soon. It's the hardest thing to get up to try to get checked. Awesome. Checked it a few minutes ago and it was at 1%, so the worker's been effective right there. Got a spare sitting over here, but it's at 11%. So, I mean, that was the main thing I was worried about breaking, along with the jig pumps, which one broke during this run and I didn't realize it. Crap. Alright. Everything turned off here. Oh, crap, they're both broke. Well, that ain't no good at all. Wrong one. I think it used to be 6. Alright, where's my diesel? Oh, that's at 7. So 21 and 73, alright. I hope this other one's going to last out a little bit longer. Because I just replaced that one a while ago, so I really don't want to buy any more of them unless I absolutely have to. A couple generators sitting over there not being used. Dalton, did you mean a while ago when you said I needed to fill my dump truck that, were you talking about the fuel level or just the material level? I've not been realizing what you was talking about. Might have misunderstood you. Okay. That's what I realized. Sorry about that, bub. It hit me as I got back into it right there. I'm keeping the fuel low on it on purpose. Like I said, it is a rented machine. More than likely, right now I'm just playing the waiting game with it till the day I get froze out. Because once the freeze hits, I will no longer be able to mine, and I will be returning the excavator and the dump truck to the store, so I will no longer be using them. So I'm just filling it up halfway every time I fill it up. That way I don't lose a lot of gas or diesel in it. Because diesel in here on hard mode is around $15 a gallon, maybe a little bit over from time to time. But it's usually $14.50 at the minimum and up for diesel fuel. Exactly there, Tyler. That's why when I filled the excavator up, I went ahead and filled it up all the way, even though it is rented as well. But I'll stand a chance of running through a full tank on the excavator before I'll have to get the dump truck refilled again. It's probably on its last tank of fuel for the season. Because I know Code Horizon said that most of the time you should be able to mine into day 2 of winter before you get froze out. But I usually always get froze out day 1 of winter. So if that's the case, I don't even have another full 24 hours of mining left. So curious to see how this gold does coming out of this little hole down there. Get her emptied into here. Jump out and go get the conveyors running. Get that filling D-rocker up. I'm tired of seeing snow in here already. Honestly, on hard mode, it just between the excavator and the dump truck, I'm paying out a little bit over $8,000 a day. But I am not using the front end loader, running back and forth, barely getting one cleanup in per day. With the rock truck and the excavator, I can get about an average of 2.5 to 3 cleanups a day, depending on the digging and where I'm at in the claim. With the front end loader setup, I was getting 1 to 1.5 cleanups done per day. So essentially, it's doubling your material you can run in a day, for me. So I'll show you my gold map here. I started off with tier 2 when I started the game. Back here in this back area, I dug probably from 253 to 255 to probably about this mark right here. I dug all that out with the tier 2 before I was able to advance up to the tier 3. And then I took the front end loader and I cut this, and this is the road that you see me driving beside with the dump truck. I took the front end loader and I cut every bit of this out through here out, and then I came in this direction and started cutting all this out with the front end loader as well. The only I didn't start using the excavator and the dump truck with the rentals until I was about in this area, and I cut that area out right there with the dump truck and the excavator, and then a little bit in this area over here. And then on this right here, I'm obviously working on with the front end loader, or the excavator and the dump truck right now. I'm going to get this out and start working my way back up this way, just digging my way out of the claim till I'm done with it. So yeah, that was a lot of front end loader digging, because it gets really deep right through here. That's one of the deepest spots on the claim, next to being back here in the very back. This right here is a shallow valley that you come in, that big dip that you drive through. So yeah, that was my strategy throughout this game. So the rentals were a big addition, and they kind of snuck him in there, because I put him in there at the start of season 3 on the leaderboards, and at the beginning of that season there was a major glitch and bug on the actual leaderboard itself, so none of us knew where we were. It's like for 3 days we were all just digging, and on it wasn't the second day yet after they released it, and I went to the store to get something just to look at the prices, and I realized that they had changed something in the menu right there, and that had the rent option. So I went back and looked at the channel log for the update, and sure enough, there was the info on renting. Crap, I got stuck right there. So I went back and I started my leaderboard season all over at that point, because it changed how I was going to play the leaderboards altogether. So I was, like I said, I was over a day, almost a day into the leaderboard season, and I started fresh. And that's where I ended up getting the skin from. I think it was, I want to say I finished 7th in Leaderboard Season 3. My buddy 18 Brash, he's on in a couple Discord channels with me. He finished right above me in 6th. We were trying to fight it out to see who was going to get 6th, and he had a little bit more drive there at the end of the season compared to me. We were both burnt out though. He was just able to. I had a couple other things going on in personal life. Daughter got admitted to the hospital there at that time frame as well, and it just didn't work out good for me those last couple of days to dig. Exactly, Tyler. It's a horrible time consuming, and the front end loader sucks down the fuel. It is horrible on fuel. I mean, if you're using it in conjunction with the front end loader, with the excavator and the dump and the rock truck in the back of the claim, you can, it's fine in that aspect. But if you're having to drive out of the claim, bring it up here, dump it in the conveyor belt, go back down, it's just, you're killing yourself. And that was my issue at that point, because I'd taken a loan out to buy the conveyor system, and then season 2 of Leaderboards hit. That was, let's see, what did they release on season 2? I forget the big update they put out to go with season 2 of Leaderboards. Might have been the pressure system. I can't remember. But at that point, I went ahead and paused it and then tried to do some of season 2. Well, in that update, they nerfed the amount of gold that was in the ground. So, when I took the loan out, I was expecting to get, because I was averaging probably 30 to 40 ounces per cleanup on hard mode at that point. And then when I came back to the game, was playing it, trying to get that loan paid off, my averages had dipped down into the 20s per clean out. So there were quite a few days on hard mode that I was negative. I would have enough money at the end of the day to make my loan payment, or that's what it was. It takes your worker's salary out first. So I'd have enough money to pay my workers so I didn't lose them. And then I'd end up going negative $5,000-$6,000. So I'd mine, and then at the end of the day, I'd have to go sell my magnetite to get me out of the hole, so I could then go around and smelt my gold to pay for everything. So that was, and I wasn't buying any fuel. I had luckily had filled up enough that I think I finally caught a break and when I got the rentals put in, I was able to catch up enough with the extra dirt I was running and get fuel purchase for the claim. That actually at one point hit. I knew I was getting bad off, so I made a couple saves. And it was actually my first night of streaming Gold Rush. If you go back and look through my episodes, it'd be episode 1 there on YouTube, guys. But I actually hit the game over screen. And that night I started a new hard mode save. Well, I wasn't going to let it kick me and get me down, so the next day I got back on, off stream, and played it and redid my strategy a little bit that day. But what I'd done, I tried to run too much dirt. I didn't get to the blacksmith in time to sell enough gold to be able to cover my cost, and I went too far in the hole. So I didn't take as many trips to the wash plant on the second go around. And from that point on, I was able to pull it around and actually start making a profit. So the 141 ounces that I mentioned earlier that you see up there in my total, that's not all the gold I have. I've got a 77 ounce bar. In the tent right now. So I mean, I've got some of the stockpile built up. pretty much, man, it was horrible, honestly. The other buddies on Discord with me, they were like, man, I don't know how you're still keeping the game going. I said, I don't either. It was a real struggle. Alright, we will have a mat switch out on this run as well right here, so get everything running. Hopefully everything down here will stay together and nothing else will break. Knock on wood. So I do have sorry, I do have one worker on that sluice box right there. That's why there's mats in there. Other than that, on the wash plant, I've got a trauma worker, a worker for the D-rocker, a worker for the nugget trap, and I believe a worker for the conveyor, or the hopper right there. Okay, just about ready here. And speaking of my buddy 18 Brash, he just came online on Steam. Haven't seen him online for a long time now. Guess they've gotten the farm work caught up. Turn everything off. So this has just been my style of what I've been doing here lately. I'll get the bucket from the nugget trap and just go ahead and put it straight into the magnetite separator there. Then I'll just make a big pile of mats right there, the dirty ones. Get this bucket out of the way. And then I'll just start throwing clean ones up there. I've got enough that I can run four full sets of mats at a time before I have to do a cleanup. Question, I'll leave it up to you two. Did you want to see a cleanup here while I'm still streaming? I don't care one bit to do a cleanup if you guys want to see it. Alright, well, I've got one vote for cleanup, so I'll go with it. I will finish running what's left in the wash plant though first. Because honestly, your option is either I go ahead and do a cleanup here after I run what's left in the conveyor and everything, and then I'll end the stream for the night because I do have to work in the morning. Or I can run and get another full set done tonight. So that's really the only two options, because I was initially planning on cutting it off at 10:30. It's now 10:35 here, so not a big deal for me right there. You guys have been interacting, been chatting, so it's been awesome. I appreciate it. That's one reason I've not ended already. Because other than my buddies from Discord, oh, I forgot, I still got the dump truck back there. Hey. Other than my buddies from Discord, you two have been the only two really that have come in and chatted along. Yeah, I agree on that, but the bills kind of say work is more important in video gaming sometimes. So when you got kids, you gotta pay the bills. Yep, I'm still streaming right now. I'll probably go ahead and do the cleanup here for you guys, and then I'll get it to go after midnight. Or I'll do it this way. I'll go ahead and finish running this right here, this bit of dirt that's left. I'll do the cleanup, and then I'll continue working until the midnight royalties comes out of my gold that I mined. I'll go to town, I'll smelt it down, and that'll be the end. I wonder. 258,000. I forgot I turned that pump on a while ago, to be honest. Why am I still streaming? Because I enjoy playing the game. Enjoy putting content out there. And the fact that you and Tyler have been talking there in chat, so y'all been interacting with me. If chat would have been empty and there would have been nobody, and then as soon as 10:30 would have hit, no matter where I was at on the claim, I would have went ahead and ended the stream. But I appreciate you guys being in here tonight. So that is why I'm still streaming. Turn this off, turn that one back on. So first up will be the... crap, forgot to turn on the generator. Rookie move right there. That one right there controls all my cleanup area down here. Yes it does, Tyler. Go ahead and turn that on as well. So as long as I can average about 100 ounces out of the nugget traps, it's going to be a pretty decent cleanup. It's going to be about the 28 ounce cleanup from what I found. So that was about 160 ounces right there. So we'll see what we get. I am setting at 141.526 ounces, so we'll see what we end up with when everything is said and done. Right now, Dalton, I'm going to do this cleanup, and then I will continue digging until midnight hits on the game. Once midnight hits on the game, I will be going to town and smelt down what gold I've got, so y'all can see that aspect of it as well. And then at that point, that'll be the end of the stream for me tonight. I probably won't be doing anything the next couple days, because I work tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday is my work days. So I'll probably be back on Monday at some point. 22.9 ounces out of the nugget traps up there. That's pretty good. Let's go and run these. With these, I usually like to run one from one set, see what it did, and run one from the next set, just for a quick comparison. That way I can see which, from what I dug, which session was better. So that was 36 ounces of magnetite. And honestly, it's going to be a little skewed just for the fact that those pumps were breaking on me. But it's alright. Pull that out, sit there, right there. So yeah, it looks like that the first set of gold was, or dirt, was better dirt than what that last bit I was running. That turned on. I do love the fact that they have finally edited this thing so that way once the bucket gets full, it don't just keep on pouring it out. So that way it will hold technically 5 buckets. Hold 4 in the hopper and 1 in the product bucket. And when you're doing it like this, when you've got a full bucket, just make sure your wave table is under 50% before you put a bucket in there. Start getting these put in here. Oop, missed that. And it is worth the expense to get the nuggetator as soon as you can, because it does help with gold recovery. You was talking about split earlier, Tyler. I actually did. I was playing one day during one of his streams. I did a quick test for him. It was like I think it was like a 3% extra recovery that it will get you. So if you're dealing with a big cleanup with, say, 5 or 6 full sets of mats, that's a lot of gold. And I always do separate buckets between my regular mats and my hawk pan mats. And I'll do a lot of jumping. Everything right here is kind of tight quarters, so you get hung up on the hog pan mat, or the hog pan, if you don't. And a lot of guys are using those new transport crates to hold their mats in. I used to use a trailer from time to time, but the trailer would always have a tendency to fling and throw your mats all over the map if you hit it just right with something. Especially on Rivertown, when I would use it there and would load it up and then try to hook back to the truck with it and move it to a cleanup area, and it just was not friendly whatsoever. And the biggest downside to those transport crates is they only hold 12 items. So once you hit your 12 item max, anything else you try putting in there is just going to fall through the bottom. That's just the way it's designed. It's their flaw. So yeah, if I've got a bunch of broken parts laying around to clean that I need to take them all to the sale bin at one time, then yeah, that it would work out good for me at that point. But other than that, I don't really use those new transport crates they put in very often. $22 ounces of gold from the old duplex jigs. Let's see how much I get off of the hog pans there. Probably not very much. Hey, the Canadian Productions. Nice of you to pop in and say hi. .8 ounces. I think he's probably already left the stream because that was a couple minutes ago. He posted that on Twitch. If I missed you there, buddy, I am sorry. Oh, nope, you're still here. The game's going good. Thanks for asking. As you can tell from the description, it is a hard mode. So it's many hours into the claim. A lot of people don't like using the Nuggetator there, Tyler. They do prefer the bucket and water method. I went with the Nuggetator as soon as they released it in one of the updates. And I've just stuck with it ever since. Like I said, it does help with the gold recovery. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's like around a 3 to 3.5% better that you get off of every match you put through it. Yeah, and that's the biggest reason I went to. I got tired of dealing with all the buckets. That's why I went to the Nuggetator. Right now you're playing on a normal game there, Canadian. Yeah. Are you in leaderboards or just playing a normal game without leaderboards? Just normal. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Are you new to the game or have you just been around for a while? Alright. The wavetable does not require a bucket. Okay, you're new to the game. Alright. If you got any questions, just ask, just like that one about the wavetable. It does not require a bucket. It will hold 2 buckets from the magnetite separator before you have to turn it on. $35.91. Alright, let's pull out my handy dandy calculator here again. 226.623. Ended up 85 ounces between the 2 sets of mats right there. So that was an excellent cleanup there, folks. Tier 2. Oh, ugh. That hurts my soul. Just thinking about Tier 2 there, Canadian. If you used to ask me right now, one section of the game I wish they would take out, it would be the Tier 2. I've never liked it. That's just me, myself, and I do not enjoy anything dealing with a tier 2 setup. I attempted a little bit on the current season of leaderboards. Right now they've got season 4 going on. I thought I'd turn that generator on. The little bit of time I did on season 4 in this go around, I skipped tier 2 altogether and went straight tier 3 for that leaderboard season. It hurts my soul, honestly, to deal with the tier 2. That's why I don't have any power. Well, that's not good. So I think the only one I got to the left is on that generator right there. I think I've already scavenged these parts off of these. Yeah, that one's gone. That one's gone. Alright. No, I didn't have any extras left up in there. So, take the cleanup hose. Oh, there's 2 of them on there. I forgot that. Alright. I don't need both those running at the same time, so there we go. Yeah, I'm still leasing here on my game as well. It's really expensive on hard mode as well to buy out the claim. It's the same price as it is, but your gold recovery is not the same as it is on normal mode. So I probably will not be buying a claim until I'm getting ready to go to Pine Valley from Rivertown on this save. Would I recommend workers? Yes, I would. But it has to be at the right moment in your game. Early stages, I would not recommend hiring any workers. What I would do, I would get it unlocked as soon as possible. That way you can start accruing workers for what equipment that you do have. Because you won't gain any workers until you have it unlocked. And now they've got it set that you will only gain workers for what equipment that you do have. And you won't get a mechanic worker until you have 6 items on the claim that can have a worker on it. So if, say, you've got your excavator, your dump truck, your sluice boxes, and your shaker, all that stuff counts. So once you get 6 of them that you can put a worker on, you have the chance of getting a mechanic. Yeah, I'm getting down on some of the better gold. I'll show you the gold map here, Tyler. I'm digging on 438 right now. So my best gold is actually right here in the 1.5 to 5.5. The bottom on Old Honor is not like some of the other claims. On Bedrock here is usually worse than compared to some of the other claims. I'll show you my workers here. Canadian, whenever I get back to the wash plate here in a second, when I get back to the tent. Guys, if you're wondering, Canadian is chatting over here on Twitch. That's why y'all cannot see his messages there on YouTube. What would I recommend buying next? I would save up to the point that you can get your shaker purchased, your trommel, your ST sluice box, which is where your nugget traps are. So I'd get your shaker, get all your sluice boxes bought that you need for the for it. That one. Yep, fell in the hole. Sorry about that. Those two, and your trommel. If you can't afford the gravel pumps right here, don't worry about it right off the bat, especially being on normal mode. It's not going to be that much of a hindrance for you. But definitely, as soon as you can afford getting the front end loader and your shaker running, get it running. Because your yardage that you're going to be running is going to go down, but your gold recovery is going to increase a lot at that point. Alright, and here are my workers that I've got. And you got to remember here, the only thing that uses the machine slot is the droppables. Your excavator, your dump truck, your bulldozer, Frankenstein, rock truck, the drill, and the front end loader. Those are the only ones that actually use the machine slot. And I've been playing this game through so many major updates right now on this save, so that's why some of these workers are kind of maxed out in some sense. So because they went through so many different changes. So I've got my trommel worker here. He's maxed out. So with a tier 4 and a tier 5 trommel, there's no breakable parts. So really the only thing you gain by upgrading him from 2 to 3 is the extra performance of the wash plant. Malfunction and repair chance means nothing for the tier 4 and tier 5 trommel. I've got these two workers that are assigned to my hog pan containers, basically for this reason right here alone, and the fact that they only cost $100 some a day. And the workers go up 1% each day that they're on the claim and hired. So like once midnight hits, this guy will go up to 74%. This guy will go up to 82%. So it's a slow grind for them. This is your nugget trap worker, which is a ST sluice box. They will auto clean up your grates, and when you're running with the shaker, I know for a fact you will not get any magnetite from your ST sluice box bucket until you get a worker on there. Whether you let it go to 100% or not, you will not get anything. So the worker has to be there to clean up the grates for you. And of course the mechanic repairs everything. There's a shaker, so he adds performance. And level 2, which will be the next slot I go to, he'll reduce my breakdowns by 8%, and those will both climb, as will Lowe's right there. Every day he's on the claim, that he can level up. Okay, so I've got one for the hopper. Ooh, no, wrong button. One for the hopper and for the conveyor bucket. So, those are nice. I mean, they add another bit over 5% to the wash plant. My second mechanic, and then TDJ sluice box, which they auto swap the mats. Level 2 would be nice to get to right now, but it's a $13,000 upgrade. Right now I'm saving for my leasing fee of Rivertown of $300,000. Like I said, I do have gold's up to $1,300. That's good. I do have one gold bar of $100,000 sitting there. So plus what I've got on me as well. Awesome, Canadian. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you ever see me online or get the notifications from me that I'm online, pop in and chat anytime with me, brother. Glad to have you around on Twitch. as I'm working on my road to affiliate right now. So I appreciate the view and the follow. Sorry about all that there, Tyler and Dalton, if you're still with me. He was asking some of the new questions that any new player in the game would have, and I don't care one bit to share some of my knowledge of the game for them. That's why I'm here doing this, so almost ready to do the end of the day. Come on. Come on. Get out of there. Jeez, alright. How are you stuck there? Jeez. Oof. Major lag when that snowstorm hit. Folks, this might be where I actually get froze out. It's right here now. Would not surprise me, to be honest. Do a little excavator dance right here. Try to get down in that hole as much as I can. Still getting this good gold right there as well. Yep, I'll get this dump truck load up to the plant as soon as I'm done, and we'll head to town, guys, if you're still with me. I don't like when I see that snow on the ground. It always means bad things. I didn't even pay attention to my daily stat screen there. Sorry, guys. Just got in the habit of flipping through it when I'm by myself. Oh gosh. It's a bigger snowstorm than what I thought. And it's down to 17 degrees. Yeah, I've got a feeling this might be the end of my mining season right here, because I always get froze out here on this day. So, and I've only got 2 equipment spots on this claim. I'm not paying the $30,000 to add the next slot and just so I can lease the bulldozer to keep it stripped or ripped so I can keep on mining. I'm not going to do that right now. I've got my number one focus is getting to Rivertown. So I'm actually going to switch this bucket out with the one that is on my magnetite here. Turn my magnetite in. Guess I probably should have just drove down here. Whatever. Can't remember if I turned that off yet or not. Oop, tree. I do like that they put the the crash sound in when you hit something on here now. I think it's kind of loud in retrospect, I believe, to the other environmental volume, but hey, it's something they had that we didn't have before, so I'm fine with it. We're at 2,500 ounces of magnetite. Ooh, what is 6,000? Still not enough for the upgrade I want to do, but hey, it's there. It's there as a backup source of money as well when you get into a pinch. Trust me, I know all about that. I even carried the magnetite struggle into the leaderboard season 3 as well. You saw there the two sales that are going on right now here in town. And back on the renting there, Tyler, as well. I forgot to mention it earlier when we was talking about it. When they initially introduced it, the price fluctuated. Like it said, to rent a vehicle, it is 1/25th of the overall value. So when they first did it, every day the price changes as the season goes. So every day that the price would change, the rental value changed as well. Well, they updated that, so now whatever the price is on the day that you rent it, that's the price that you're locked into on that piece of equipment. Alright, so let's look at the blacksmith right here, the upgrades. Oh, this is the next upgrade I'm working towards, is the gold loss. You can see I'm not even halfway there. So it's going to be a little bit, I did the cost on the last go around. So I've got 174 ounces of my gold to smelt down. So it cost me just under $2,000. I lose 2.67 ounces. Yeah, 17 degrees. Yeah, it's, unless it warms up tremendously throughout the day, I'm afraid this is going to be it of my mining season. But on the positive note, with what, I'm going to do another 77 ounce bar here, 77.8, with what gold I've already had on the claim, what gold I've got here smelting today, that will put me up over the $300,000 mark. And I've still got gold in the wash plant. Not much in there right now, but there's some in there. Let's go ahead and do that last little bit. I'll be selling that one off now for running cost coverage. Like I said, I'm right around, right under 19,000 a day in daily rent cost. Alright, I got all of our gold done. And that one kind of went through the cow scoop and it's inside there. We up and over the bump. Drift into the bank parking lot here. Yeah, see, it's still at $1,300, so that's good. And you see, not much over 300,000, but I could, in theory, go ahead and lease the claim now to have it. I wouldn't have much of a safety net to go on. About to be done. You mean for digging for the season? Or in general? Or done for the stream? Yeah, I am about to be done for the stream as it is now. After 11 here. So, let me get back to the claim here. Yeah, for now. So if either one of you are a NASCAR fan, you should look into getting Twitch there, guys. And like I said, I'll be doing a full series on NASCAR Heat 4. I should get my pre-order copy next Tuesday. So I'll be doing my career mode on there if y'all want to pop over to Twitch and watch me on there. The only reason streaming from the consoles do not let you stream to multiple platforms. Because right now I use a Restream.io. That service allows me to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back down into the claim. I'm just kind of curious whether I can still dig or not. I hope so. Because otherwise it's going to be time to start tearing breakable parts off the wash plant. Now I'm just checking right now to see if I can still dig. That's all I'm doing, Dalton. I'm not going to do too much more content tonight. I'm not froze out yet, so I've still got some money I can do. Alright guys, well, I very much appreciate you two stopping in, and along as well as Canadian over there on Twitch. So I know you gave me a sub and a like there, Tyler, on YouTube. Dalton, if you wouldn't mind, if you enjoyed everything tonight, hit that subscribe bar and throw a like at me if you wouldn't care. Like I said, I appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with me. It has made it a little more interesting tonight and more fun. So you two have a good night. I'll see you next time around. Appreciate it.